Am I making a whole video based on one tweet? Yes. Am I gonna be honest with what I'm saying? Probably. Am I gonna keep on talking? No, let's just go ahead and get to the point of the video. The point of this video is the very first raid has been announced. The very first raid that is going to be in World 0 is the Volcano Raid. Now, if you don't know where the Volcano map is, I will show you in a little bit. It's really easy to get to if you know where you're going, but the Volcano map has some discrepancies with it. The reason why the Volcano map and every other map probably did not get updated or did not have the raids implemented already was probably to give the devs some time, because apparently this game has only been in development for 3 months, or actively in development for only 3 months, so 3 months is a pretty decent amount of time to make everything in here. This is how much time we're gonna have with the Accelerator project with me and my friend John this summer. Now, when it comes to the Volcano Raid, I'm gonna skip to where I'm at the volcano. That way you guys don't have to deal with me just blabbering on getting to the volcano area. Let's just get to it. Now, first things first, before I get to the volcano area, I want you to look at this hand right here, and I want you to remember that, okay? Remember this hand that I'm looking at right now. That hand is gonna be an important feature in the tweet that I'm about to show you in a little bit. So from what I can tell, this area across that little wall has like a bridge area, and there's also some sort of gated area there too. And I think there's 1 or 2 areas here, including the volcano, that you cannot enter currently. So that means that there's about 3, maybe 4 areas or raids or dungeons, whatever you want to call it, that'll be added to the game in the near future. What this basically means, guys, is there's gonna be a lot more features added to this world, and this is only World 1. We can kind of already tell that there's going to be a World 2, a World 3, and so on, because they're probably not going to stick with one general map. This is probably like the base map, and maybe Beta will have a second map, or Beta will have all the raids implemented into it. That way the players can experience a lot more as new players, and once they reset everything, we can have a lot more fun. Alright, so the volcano area is right after you go to basically the little goblin gatekeeper. And once you pass the Goblin Gatekeeper, you're gonna see a little volcanic area right here. This volcanic area is where basically you're gonna lead you to the dungeon entrance, or to the raid entrance. I don't know what you're gonna call it. I keep saying raid and dungeon, basically the same thing. But if you go over here, you'll see that there is a different vibe when you enter this area. Actually, I need to implement my music. Let me go ahead and turn this on. Let's see, oh yes. So when you walk into here, you can see that there is a visual change in the lighting. It gets a little bit more red or pink tinted, and once you climb the volcano, which is where I'll be next, you can see that there is a barring area that does not let you enter the next phase. So if you look over here, once you get near the top of the volcano, you'll see there are, of course, gonna be the little lava crabs, or whatever they're called, the volcano crabs or whatever. I think they're gonna play a role in the raid area. I think they might be doing a system where you're gonna be fighting lower level NPCs, then fighting the boss or something like that. But you can see right here, this is most likely where the raid area, or the raid boss, or whatever room you enter or dungeon you enter with your friends, with everyone in the server, this is most likely where it's going to be. So if you want to do it, I highly recommend being level 15 and getting as many healing potions and MP potions as you can, and equipping them onto your hotbar. Now let's get to the tweet. So if you go to World Zero's Twitter, at World Zero Game, I'll probably link it down below if I can remember, you can see that this is the tweet they linked recently. If you look right here, it says, "Sneak peek of the under development Volcano Raid. We'll share more info as we get closer. This will be our first major update. No estimated release date yet, and we'll let you know as soon as we have one." This means, guys, don't ask for a release date. There is not one yet. Now, if you look here, remember what I said about the hand? They seem to have some sort of fascination with hands in this game. And I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of meaning behind it, but you can see right here, above the hand is an orb, similar to the sky. And if you look up behind or above that, you can see this looks like a volcano. It looks like you're inside of a volcano. Clearly, you can see the volcano is right there. This is the volcano that might be in the image. I don't know if it's the exact one, but it could be. And then if you keep looking at the image, it has the same color scheme and everything. You can also see glowing lights. I think these are maybe lava geysers. You can also see some sort of lantern right here. This little lantern looking thing's giving me weird vibes. I'm thinking this little lantern might have some sort of Edo era or Japanese era feel to it, some sort of maybe other country, not America. Maybe the boss has something to do with lore from another world or from another country that we know of. Something I forgot to say is that in the future, because there's probably like 2 or 3 more areas in the current map that are open, not open actually, that are closed off and don't have a open raid for us to enter an over new area to enter to. I think it's kind of weird because this is volcano, right? So the volcano has a volcanic one. I'll probably make a video on this in the future as well. But the next one is the bridge one, and I think the bridge one's gonna lead to some sort of town. I don't think it's gonna be a downright raid. I don't think it's gonna be a pure raid area. I think it's gonna lead to like some sort of town within the forest or jungle world, whatever it's called. And I think the other area that's like gated with a fence, I think that could honestly be some sort of dungeon raid or raid that has to do with the goblins, because I really feel like the goblins didn't get much justice in this map. They got like 2 mini bosses, I guess. Only 2 mini bosses. I think it'd be pretty cool to have a goblin boss. A goblin boss would be really cool, and maybe in the city area that could lead to some sort of interaction with NPCs that let you understand the story better, because this game could be 100 times better. Okay, maybe I'm embellishing. 10 times better if it had some sort of lore that the player could follow if they really wanted to. They don't have to follow the lore. They could just go through the game, level up, go to different worlds, or they could follow the lore and enter different worlds while learning new information and so on and so forth. But that's all I'm going to say on that subject. I'm going to say that for another video because I think it's going to be important to know what happens in the next areas, and I don't want to, assume what the next area is going to be too much yet. I'm going to wait until maybe 1 or 2 more screenshots are posted for the next areas. Hopefully they see this and they think about, hinting it a little bit. Maybe a city could be in this world, because having some sort of town, not really a city, some sort of village or town based off that broken bridge would be pretty cool to enter. It'd be some sort of maybe system where we could interact with NPCs and learn more about why we're in this world. Because SB2 never really had any meanings. We assumed it's like SAO where we're trapped in the game. World Zero, in my opinion, doesn't feel the same at all. I think we're not trapped in a game. I think this is just the world we grew up in, but I think it'll be pretty cool to understand it. Maybe do some sort of Kingdom Hearts type thing, but that's all I'm going to say on this. Let's continue with the video. That really gives me some sort of vibe right here. I don't know what it's going to be, but I really feel like it's something important. And you can see use of chains. Chains, this is something that really makes me think this game has some sort of lore that they're not telling us. I really think that these hands are some sort of deity or some sort of god or goddess, whatever, Titan maybe. It's World Zero, meaning this world might have started from 0 and kept going up because maybe different deities ruled each area. I don't know. This is just my speculation, but I really think that this game could make use of a lore system like that, where each hand could maybe represent the boss you're fighting, or the thing that created the boss, or maybe some sort of evil entity you're going to end up fighting towards the end of the game. But if they really plan on that, it's a good idea on you guys. I don't know if I guessed it right. I probably didn't, but I'm really looking forward to what this could mean. We have 2 hands that we know of so far. There could be a third. I haven't really explored the map too much, but this is something important. We have to remember that these hands might actually mean something. These hands might be more than just what we're looking at. They might be more than just holding the orbs, more than just holding a tree like the last one did. The last one was made out of slate. It was basically a mesh. This one's actually smooth terrain, which is kind of different. So the difference between the two, actually this might be a mesh and the rest is smooth terrain. I think this is actually smooth terrain though. This is smooth terrain from what I could tell, and then the other one was a mesh or a mesh part, and the difference between them is pretty easy to tell. This one looks like it's cupping an orb, while the other one looked like it was like flat with its hand or fingers going upwards just to hold the tree on it. I don't know if the hands have any meanings, but to me, I feel like they should, and I feel like they will eventually. I feel like some sort of way they're gonna add NPCs or something to talk to you that tells you the meaning behind the hands. Maybe this world was started by someone or something, and maybe the world was destroyed and came back and it's finally coming back together. Some sort of Kingdom Hearts thing would be pretty cool if they did that. The music in the game gives me that vibe, but I really don't know. So I'm gonna ask you guys in the comment section, what are your theories on this? But seriously, that's pretty much all I have for the video. I really want to know your theory. People are just asking about when it's coming out, but for the most part, people really don't know what's going on. People really don't know what this means, what the hand means. We know there's going to be a raid. I assume the raid will have some sort of system where we're going through a little area, fighting little mobs, then the boss, but it could not. This could just be the lobby for the raid. This could be the place you teleport to get to the raid, or you could be able to climb up this and maybe lead to a room in here. And this room could have like a chest or something. I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like this might not be the boss room. I feel like this could be maybe looking up and the boss room's much bigger below it, because it looks like they did manipulate this a little bit in a photo editing app or whatever, maybe Photoshop or something. They put some sort of like glare tint thingy. I don't know what this is called, the gradient. Some sort of gradient mixed with a blur. I don't know exactly, but I really feel like this might not be the boss room. And if it is, it might be bigger under this arm looking thing, but we'll see. What do you think, everybody? Tell me in the comment section down below. Do you think this is the area you'll be fighting the boss in? Because it's a dungeon raid or a raid system. There's a Volcano Raid, it's still under development, meaning there will be volcanic mobs. Maybe we'll see the crabs again. Maybe the boss will be some sort of like golem, a volcanic golem, or maybe like volcanic beast. I don't know what's gonna be, but type your ideas down below. What do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be some sort of like golem? Do you think it's gonna be some sort of maybe giant volcanic crab, even though I don't think they should do that? I think that'd be pretty weird to have 2 crab bosses, or one's a mini boss, I guess. But tell me what you think in the comment section down below. I really wanna know your opinion, your theories on this. I might make more theory videos on World Zero the more tweets we get. It's just that back in the final stand days, people did get annoyed by me making these, but I'm gonna keep doing it until you guys maybe wanna see more gameplay instead of just theories. But tell me in the comment section what you think. Tell me your theories. What do you think the boss is gonna be? How big do you think the room is gonna be? Do you think we're gonna fight in this room anyways? Do you think there's gonna be some sort of like dungeon, maze, path, labyrinth leading to the boss room? Tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe. Till then, it's been your man Roball. I'm signing out now. See y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.